I've been ATMing my face off. I've been having conversations, doing the group chats. I've been doing referral posts. I've been doing TikToks and Reels. But at the end of the day, none of that matters if you don't convert your leads or your prospects into customers or business partners. As of last week, Tiffany was the #1 enroller, meaning the #1 recruiter out of 20,000 people on the team. And I can tell you she's crushing it because I was #2 and I was like, dang, Tiffany, I got to get you on so I can pick your brain and figure out what you're doing. On a serious note, Tiffany has been one of the consistent producers, and Ashley Carter is another one that's been totally crushing it. Just so y'all know, Ashley has been ATMing her face off. She is crushing it doing referral posts. And I know sometimes people will say, well, what's a referral post? Let's keep it real simple, okay? Attraction marketing is attracting people to you. Curiosity marketing is creating curiosity around your products or opportunity. So you're giving people enough information to raise their hand and go, what's that product? What's that company? I literally have people in my inbox every day or responding to my videos every day. Every day, people saying, what's the company? What's the product? What do you do? How do you make money? Tell me more, whatever the case may be. Ashley, same thing. Tiffany, same thing. They have people requesting information every day. And as much as I love teaching prospecting, there is just something so magical and amazing when people come to you and they go, what is it? Tell me more. And your conversion, your close ratio is always going to be higher when people come to you. Marketing, in my opinion, is the #1 skill to master, but you also need to know how to follow up and close. You've got attraction marketing, curiosity marketing, and then a referral post is simply someone creating curiosity, but they're not in the business. So you're the one working those leads. And we figured out how to do referral posts years ago because we figured that that would be a really great way to get into other people's networks, right? Sometimes people are like, oh, I don't have time. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. I've never done sales before. I don't have money. I don't have experience, yada, yada, yada. But if you can get them to do a referral post, AKA a curiosity post on their page, guess what? They're literally doing the business. Now, is there a little more to it than that? Yes, of course. Would we all agree that like we would rather have someone post on their page about our products than to have someone join the team and not post, not talk about it, right? They're like a secret agent. So I need you to understand that we're going to get into some converting conversations today. Conversions are the name of the game. So Ashley and Tiffany, so excited to have you both here. And before we get into like one-on-one conversation, maybe Ashley and Tiffany, just do like a brief, like 60-second introduction. Who are you? What's your background? And how long have you been in business? And then we'll get into some back and forth conversation with the two of you.
Ashley Carter here. I'm from a tiny little town in the western half of Tennessee, and I am a stay-at-home homeschooling mama. I have 2 kiddos, 6 and an 8-year-old. We have a little small family farm. You may actually hear my chickens on the front porch right here clucking in the background. But we've got all the different animals. We have so much fun. They keep us really busy. But, you know, it just goes to show that no matter how busy you are, you can make this work. So I've been with my company for a couple of years now, and it has been such a huge blessing for us. So we were that one income family trying to scrape by. My husband was working so hard, but, you know, it was barely enough to pay the bills. So I found this opportunity, and it has been life-changing for us.
Yes. What's up, guys? Like Ashley, I am busy. I mean, we're all busy, right? And I have become less busy with a much more profitable life, like much more enjoyable life. And I'm so excited. I was an ultrasound tech for 7.5 years. I'm from a small town in Kentucky, so we're not far away from each other, Ashley. And I did that. I loved my career. I loved working with people. I loved to help people. But at the end of the day, I didn't have enough money to cover daycare costs and our bills. And I remember back in 2018, I couldn't pay my mortgage that month. I was like, man, what are we going to do? Because I had dropped down to PRN work. We found out our kids were losing their hearing, and I needed to be home with my kids. At that point, I was introduced to the company I'm currently with and couldn't be more thankful. But I've been in the industry a total of 7.5 years. But this is the last 3 years have been the biggest blessing for my life, learning attraction and curiosity marketing. But for the last 2 years, I've not had to work for anyone else. So freedom right here, that's exactly what I was after. and it's been incredible. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Absolutely. I always say lifestyle and freedom motivated. I always say I thought I was money motivated when I didn't have any money. Then you make a bunch of money and you're like, dude, it's not the money that motivates me. It's the freedom to be your own boss and wake up when you're done sleeping. And anytime you want, you put your phone down, go watch a movie, go hang out with the kids, date night, whatever you got to do. But when you pick up that phone and you're intentional and you're like, hey, I'm not on here to scroll. I'm not on here to waste time. I'm here to make money. The two of you are two of the best, creating curiosity, talking about the products, but also sharing life hacks and sharing like behind the scenes. And like, they're not just always selling and promoting, which is a reason they do such a good job of it, because they're relatable. They're down to earth. You get people that relate to you. And if they like you and they trust you and they see you show up consistently, eventually they'll reach out to you. Now, of course, we want to be proactive. We want to make those connections. We don't want to sit back twiddling our thumbs, as I always say, right? Waiting for people to come to us. But it's just a matter of time. If you're having those conversations and planting those seeds, that as they see your content and they see you show up on a consistent basis, that it's just a matter of time before they're, the timing is right. So just staying in touch and nurturing those relationships is everything. So Ashley, I'm going to start with you because I know you've been crushing it, absolutely body slamming it with doing the referral posts and some of the different things. So I would love to find out from you because, again, you're busy, homeschooling, all the things. What are the strategies that you're implementing currently that you feel are like the best IPAs, right? Those income producing activities.
I feel like it kind of starts with being a product of the product. So I am with a health and wellness company. I'm super passionate about helping people live healthier lives. So like you were talking about, the things we post on our social media, I'm trying to add value, help people live healthier. I promote the products I do because I love the products. I show them in my stories every day. I'm taking these products. And so, that builds that trust with people. They're like, oh, she really does use this stuff, So, and also something else I wanted to add is I think it's so important to let people know that you care about them. So when I'm having these people put up referral posts for me, I let them know what's in it for them. Like, they're not doing this just for me. I'm not just trying to like bank off you, like what can I do to help you?
Yeah.
So I think that has been really helpful. So what I do as far as getting referral posts up, all of my current customers get a message from me asking if they want to put a referral post up for me. So our company is really amazing. They favor customer acquisition, which makes my job so much easier. So my company has all these amazing benefits for customers. So I'm able to pass that on to my customers. Hey, here's what the company's going to do for you. So if you'll put up this post, I provide them a simple, short little post. I tell them I'm going to take care of all the comments. You don't have to do anything, but you're going to benefit. You're going to get these free shopping credits. It's going to be amazing. You're going to get so much money off your next order. I mean, who doesn't like free stuff? But also on the backside, for me, if my customers have a whole lot of shopping credits built up, then they're more likely to order, right? So I'm letting my customer know this is about you, but obviously it's benefiting me as well. So all of my customers get messages about getting up a referral post. And then also what our team is really good with is doing these incredible giveaways.
Yes.
So we do monthly giveaways. We have, big team giveaways. Then we have some smaller team giveaways. And sometimes I'll do personal giveaways. So to get into my giveaway, you're not having to buy anything. You're not having to spend a bunch of time. All you're doing is putting up a referral post for me. So I provide.
How many would you say you get up per week?
I try to shoot for 1 to 2 every day.
Love it.
So like my last giveaway that I did, I had over 100 people wanting in. So, you can rack up 20, 30, 40 referral posts really quick that way, which keeps you super busy. It's so fun. But like you were talking about, when you have these people put up a referral post for you, if this post blows up and they've got 20, 30 comments, you're like, hold up. Have you seen your referral post? It freaking blew up. Like, I would be so happy to show you how you can earn some free shopping credits from this, but how would you like to earn money from this?
Yes.
So I love using referral posts as a way to ask somebody the open question for the business. I love using giveaways because, you don't, with our company, you don't have to be an ordering customer to earn free shopping credits. So all these people who want to get into my giveaway, I just have them put up this referral post and I tell them, hey, not only are you going to get into this giveaway for these award-winning, amazing, life-changing products, but you're also going to earn a free $10 shopping credit for everybody that orders, just for nothing, just for free. So it's a great way to earn some people some free shopping credits, get them in on that giveaway. That gets people really excited.
And then it's surprising too, right? Because sometimes people, they have a post blow up and they're like, whoa, like they didn't realize, number one, how much influence they had. And number two, how many people were interested in the products or in this opportunity, in this company. And typically it's, people interested obviously in the products, but in turn, when they're interested in the products and they're excited about the products, and then they even start using the products, guess who are the easiest people to enroll as distributors? Guess who are the easiest people to partner with? People that already love the products. So it's such a smart way to consistently get in front of new people, because even if a referral post doesn't convert customers, right? Let's say you do a referral post and no customers come out of it, but you maybe met some new people, you connected with 3, 4, 5 new Facebook friends. Who knows what that could turn into? And that would be my next question. What are, because obviously you're having a lot of success with referral posts, and like you said, you're doing 1 to 2 a day. How often do those referral posts get responses? Because obviously sometimes they get crickets, right? No responses. So what would you say the ratio is with referral posts that actually get some good traction and ones that maybe don't at all?
So week before last, I had one blow up pretty good. I think she had 30 something comments. So she ended up signing up as a social marketer. One of the ladies who commented on her referral post signed up as a social marketer. So that was a really great post. I would say well over half of them, I feel like, do really, really well.
Wow.
Because I feel like that our culture is so unhealthy. People are constantly looking for something.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to lose weight. I don't know the exact percentage of obesity in our country, but it is insane. People really need what we have.
Yeah.
So people see this, the way that we put up our posts, put up a spoon picture thing to draw people's attention, and we're not blasting everything out there, but we're catching their attention, and they're like, oh, what is this? And then you can get with them, you message them, you tell them, you find out what their goals are, you let them know that you care about their struggles and that you want to help them. And so I think that just catching people's attention and letting them know you care about them and letting them know hey, I have something that's going to help you is so powerful.
Speaking human.
Yeah.
Right? Be a human first, a friend first, a marketer second. I love it. And then what do you do when a post blows up? Are you responding to all those comments? What's kind of your process there?
Yeah. So I just tell anybody who's putting up a post for me, hey, I'm going to take care of all the comments. So our company has a really amazing system. I know you've talked about this before, the ATM system, where it makes it so easy for me as a social marketer. So I see somebody interested in the products, I add them to this group, I tag them in this video, and then I message them and I get with them. Hey, what'd you love most about the video? The video's doing pretty much all the work for me. So obviously, you're going to have these certain people who ask a lot of questions, or they have this one certain problem that they're trying to solve. And, you got to kind of talk through things. But for the majority of the time, the video does all the work. It's an incredible way to get people information. People just sit there on their phone all the time anyway.
Right.
So yeah, just watch a short video, learn some awesome stuff. And then, they see that, oh my gosh, this product is amazing. I need it.
Yeah. No, it's so cool. And it's so simple too. I mean, that's what I always talk about, right? It's making money's great, but if you're doing it with three-way calls and Zooms and webinars and like you're always on the phone and you're having to like explain things to people, it's just, number one, it's very time consuming, but number two, the average person can't do that. But when you're like, hey, here's exactly what you post on your wall, and here's the exact response, and here's how you just add them to a group, you tag them in a video that explains the product, right? It explains the benefits and the science and all the things. And then you simply give them your referral code and say, hey, if you have any questions, let me know. I can help you get started. And obviously, like anything else, it is a numbers game, right? But you don't want to treat people like a number. You don't want to treat people like a number. You don't want to have that commission breath because it stinks. So this is why, like you said, you got to care about people. You want to have a real authentic conversation. And by the way, you don't want to make it sound too good to be true. You know, it's okay to tell people that, hey, it's not cheap, but you get what you pay for. You can give them all the good, but give them a little bit of the bad too, right? Give them maybe, hey, you know, I didn't see a lot of results right away. In my first 30 days, the scale didn't move. But then that second month, you know, not only did the scale move, but I also lost like 15 inches in 60 days. So it depends on what your story is. It depends on what your products are. It depends on what you're selling. I know a lot of people on here are in the same company that we're a part of, but there's a lot of people in other companies. So just make sure that when you're communicating with people, right, whether that's one-on-one or in your reels, your videos, whatever, like if you always make it sound amazing and that it's perfect and that everybody has amazing results, then it does sound too good to be true. So if you give them that like 80, 90% positive and then like 10 to 20% negative, whatever it is, and you're truthful, you're authentic, you're having real adult conversations with people and say, hey, listen, you didn't put on all the weight in a matter of weeks or months. It took years for that to happen. So you can't expect crazy results right away, although it does happen, but you also want to give people the reality. And by the way, that's the same thing when building the business. How many of us would agree? Yes, there are examples of people that make a lot of money fast or lose a lot of weight fast, but there's a lot more examples of people that just use the products or built the business and over time started seeing really great results. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out as well. And I just love referral posts because it's one of those things that like you can always count on. And what do I mean by that? Reels, TikTok, stuff like that. You know, it's hot, or maybe you have a video that's viral and you're getting all these leads. But at some point you may tap out of that, or you may have a video that kind of dies down. Referral posts will never go away. Why? Because you're always going to have people that know people that you don't know. There's always people in your network that have contacts that would buy your products or join your team if they knew about it. And the only way they're going to know about it is not through you because you don't know that person, but you have people that know the people that you're going to meet. You have people that know people that you can impact, that you can change their life with our products, opportunity, whatever it is, whatever you got going on. Okay. So referral posts are money. Ashley, before I turn it over to Tiffany, any final thoughts for people that are maybe trying to work the referral posts and maybe they're trying to come up with like the language for referral posts and then getting those people into ATM groups?
As far as getting up a referral post, I just have kind of a message I send out, like say it's for my giveaway post. I'm just like, first, you have to let people know how excited you are. I love using the audio thing on my messenger, you know, but, you know, for some reason, like it's late at night or the kids are going crazy in the background or whatever, you know, you've got this message you send out, let them know how excited you are to get them in this giveaway, and just let them know, like, I think my message is like, hey, girlfriend, thanks so much for commenting on my giveaway post. I'm so excited to get you in this giveaway. Here's how to enter. It's super simple. I'll send you this simple post you'll put up. I take care of all of the comments, and I help you earn free shopping credits on top of getting in the giveaway. How good does that sound? So I end it with a question. You know, I want them to message me back like, yeah, that sounds great. As far as our ATM groups, just as soon as somebody comments wanting information, you have to be friends with this person to get them in the group. So I send them over a friend request and I let them know how amazing, you know, I really edify our ATM group. I tell them how incredible it is, all the benefits that they're going to learn so much. There's so much encouragement, health tips. We do these fun giveaways. You know, you make the group sound so amazing so they don't want to miss out.
I love that. And it's so important to do that, right? Because it's kind of like back in the old school days, we would edify our upline, we would edify the meeting or the event or whatever. So there'd be more people showing up because of that edification, because they wanted to come see something. They wanted to meet someone. They heard how amazing the people were, whatever. And here it's the same thing, right? You're edifying the community, the videos, like you're going to be blown away by this compensation plan. If you're talking about the business, you're going to be blown away by these products. If you're talking about the products, right? Wait till you see this video. Wait till you get added to this group. There's so many amazing testimonials. Facts tell, stories sell, right? So maybe talk about the success that others are having on the products, the business, etc. So I love that. I think that's amazing. And congratulations, Ashley. Like, I know you've been working hard. I know you've been putting forth a lot of effort and time, and you've tried other things before. And I think it's really important for people to understand that, like, it's not like you're brand spanking new. Like, you had to do some trial and error to figure out what works, the best posts, the best way to convert and follow up, like build those relationships, those connections. And clearly it's working for you because you're on fire. So we definitely appreciate you.
Thank you, John.
Absolutely. Tiffany, Clonch, you there? What are some of the things outside of what Ashley's doing that you're doing that have worked really well for you to not just generate leads for the business or for the products, because you've always been a big promoter, big customer builder, but also on the builder side, the team side, the recruiting side? We'd love for you to talk about those things.
First of all, the referral posts still work 3 years later. I've been doing them for 3 years. And I will tell you, I've been creating a bunch of reels and mostly just reels and Instagram reels and reposting to Facebook reels. I do TikToks as well, but it's getting a little weird over there. TikTok's always been weird. We know that, but it's fun. But I will say that lately it's been more, I've been going back to referral post, but I've been having all these leads and all these people in my funnel from the reels. I went from 4,000 followers starting in like January now to like 22,000 almost on Facebook using Facebook Reels. So it's been insane. And I have now all these people seeing my content that weren't seeing my content before because we are now, they're now following me on Facebook. And it's allowed me to get exposure to people that I wouldn't have had exposure to via Reels being public to everyone. So if you're not utilizing short video right now, guys, like just do it. Okay. I tried to put it off forever. John and Nadya were like one of the first people using TikTok that I saw. And they were like, yeah, Tiffany, just do it. And I was like, oh, really don't want to. Like, I don't know, that's for kids. And so I did get into it. I think it was 2 years ago. I've been just, posting short form video on there, 1 to 2 a day. Sometimes it's not that often. But I am still very consistent with it, regardless of whether it's, daily. I am still on there, a lot, but I do TikTok still. And then Reels got crazy good. And so now they've kind of like, they're still getting some traction, but not as much as they were for me. Everyone's platform is going to be different. So you just have to go with what's working right now. And that's what I want to share with you right now, is because some people get stuck on this one thing and they're like, oh, well, that's not working. And they think, oh, well, I'm just done. Like, it's not working for me. You have got to be able to shift left and right. You have got to be able to be versatile. You've got to be able to jump from platform to platform and go where you're getting leads at. And you've got to be open to, and this is just with entrepreneurship in general, you've got to be open to doing things that you're not comfortable doing.
Right. Well, it's funny, right? Because back in the day, there was no viral videos. There was no, like, it was so hard to get in front of a cold audience and generate leads, unless you were like a legit marketer, where now it's like, you got these like stupid videos that go viral and people become influencers. And, maybe sometimes they let that success go to their head. Like, this is how it should be, or this is how it's always going to be. And that's just not the case, right? You still have to you still have to do the back end work, and you still have to do your best to make quality content and show up without discouragement, even when you're not generating leads or you're not getting a lot of views, or you see others that are crushing it, but you're not. And you're like, what's wrong with me? It's not that there's something wrong with you, but maybe you just haven't been showing up as long as these other, people have. Some of these other people have, paid a bigger price. They've built up more credibility. Maybe they're just more creative, or they're better at explaining things or telling stories, or, they're bolder than you. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, but you can learn from these other people. You can learn from someone like Tiffany and say, okay, yeah, I'm not as confident as Tiffany, but I can get inspired by her. I can kind of model what she's doing and make it my own. And I love what you said about shifting and being versatile, because that's one of the things about us, right? That we've always been really good at, like, giving people different options to build their businesses, whether it's, being very product centric and leading with product and branding yourself around, like, I know for you, you did it around like the keto diet, right? Some different things, and, always showing your workouts and stuff. But like, that doesn't mean that everybody has to do that. Does it work? Well, clearly it does, because you're crushing it, but it's not like the only way to build your business. So you have to be willing to try different things. But like you said, just because something isn't working, it doesn't mean that thing doesn't work. It's just not working for you yet. Yet is the key word. You just keep going and you keep working on it, and eventually you'll start to see the fruits. You'll start to see some of those seeds you planted, some of those strategies you've implemented starting to pay off. And sometimes in a big way, right? Like, I know you've been recruiting a lot of people and, really building your teams. And it's crazy how, like, sometimes you're sifting through, the duds to find the studs. And then all of a sudden it's just like popcorn, right? Things start popping off out of nowhere. So what would you say are some of those things you're doing to build your team, to enroll and recruit new distributors? And obviously, the customer side is great, but it's like really to build long-term leverage, to build that significant business. It's all about building a team. So maybe you could talk a little bit about some of the things you're doing, some of the conversations you're having to get into the recruitment conversation.
Yeah. So I am very big on sharing my lifestyle on my page and in my stories. We love to travel. I always am sharing that and just being real, being me, and sharing my life with my kids, and how, like, on Friday, like, I shared, I was able to go to my daughter's field day and not have to ask anybody if I could go. Like, I just went because my boss is pretty cool and she lets me do whatever I want. So I'm very open about sharing that and sharing what my business is doing for me and sharing my story. And when you can show up and you can share what it's doing for you, not just what it's doing for other people, but even if you're just getting started and you were able to go fill up your gas tank, because of your daily pay or your commissions, and you're sharing that with people, like, that's a big deal. People need this right now more than any time. Like, it's crazy how much people are looking for options, but they're not open-minded yet. Some of them. So that's why I do create these relationships and I do share my lifestyle, because something is going to, click with people. Yeah. And they're gonna finally see, oh wait, like, she's doing that. Like, I could totally do that. And that's where the referral posting comes in too. Like, a lot of my people have been coming in on doing a referral post lately because they're, like, afraid to take the leap. So I'm like, okay, well, let's do this post and let's see how this goes, because I guarantee you're going to want to sign up after we do it. And so they'll get up this post and it blows up, the referral post that Ashley was just talking about. And for the most part, that's how it's been going for me. They see how effective this strategy is. And then they're like, well, what do I do next? And then, of course, I let them know, like, go ahead and get in. We have training from top leaders in the industry. You don't have to worry about knowing what to do. It's all done for you already. Like, we literally have whole campaigns of, like, what to post in your stories each day, what to put on your Facebook wall if you don't know what to post. Like, you do not have to be, and I'm not saying don't be original, don't be you, but I'm saying if you have a really good company with a really great upline that has a really great training program, then you do not have to worry about the ins and outs of, like, what to post and how to post it. Because, it's going to be there for you to do. But it's up to you, my friend, to be consistent. Consistency is king over everything. And I know John will tell you, like, I am consistent, but that's my biggest quality is I show up even when I don't feel like it. And like John was saying earlier, like, you get discouraged, show up anyway. That just because it's not going for you right now, going well for you right now, doesn't mean it's not going to blow up tomorrow.
And Tiffany, how many times have you had someone that, like, never commented, they never engaged, but then, like, out of nowhere, they reach out to you and they're like, hey, I've been watching you. I've been following your stories. And, or you bump into someone at the grocery store and they're like, I love your content. And you're like, you've never liked or commented. Like, you have no idea who's watching. People are like Santa. They're always watching.
Yes, and they are, and they see these things that you get to do with your business, and if you're sharing. But if you're not
exactly,
sharing,
got to document.
how are they going to know? How are they going to know what you're doing? How are you going to know it's so good if you're not even sharing your life with people?
Right. And sometimes, would you agree, you take it for granted?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I already recorded, my workouts, or I already did a before and after, just the other day, or I already, you had some video footage with my kids, or, whatever, going for a walk, going for a jog, like, and then you stop and realize, like, wait a second, like, I don't know if the people that, are going to see my stuff today were paying attention a couple days ago, right? Like, you just don't know. And again, you don't get so caught up in that stuff. Like, you don't worry about it. You're just like, hey, this is valuable, or this is what I got going on, or this is how I created results, or this is my story, this is my life, and I'm just going to share it. And if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. But I'm going to keep showing up. And by the way, even if you're totally horrible at it and it's like embarrassing, good. We all started suck. Embrace the suck. Be okay with it. Suck it up, buttercup. It's just like anything else. It probably wasn't fun, Tiffany, when you first started having to work out and you really had that determination to get in shape, but law of inertia kicked in, right? You started to build up momentum and confidence. You started to see like some small results. And, here you are with, how much weight have you lost now over the last couple of years?
65 pounds.
65 pounds.
And I competed in a couple bodybuilding competitions. I'm not sure that I'll do another one, but I did it. I proved to myself that I could do it. And I also still, even though that was in 2019, guys, I'm still sharing that with the world. And I'm still going to, and you might say, oh, well, that's what happened yesterday. Or, I had success a few months ago, but I haven't promoted in a while. And you start to feel down. Share it all again. You don't know who was watching then,
right.
But, like you said, who's watching today that didn't see it then. Keep sharing the successes, even if they're not right now. They're still successes that you achieved that you can help other people achieve as well.
That's right. I mean, think about this, and this is how you know it's true. Think about how much you see the same TV commercials over and over again. Mm-hmm. Now, you might think like, oh my gosh, I've seen that a dozen times, or like, I'm so sick and tired of this commercial or that commercial on insurance or Pepsi or like whatever, car commercials, right? You see the same thing over and over again, but they still spend millions of dollars to get your attention, to constantly show up in your news feed or, on your TV or like whatever it is, right? Like, they do the billboards and they do all the advertising over and over again because clearly it works for them. And clearly they know that the dollar they're spending is making them too. You understand? And that's paid advertising. The fact that we have social media and we can, for free, get in front of an audience of people, right? For free, expose people to our products and opportunity. And really just, like I said in the beginning, attraction marketing 101 is attract people like you to you. People that know you and don't know you can find you through your content, through you showing up and sharing what you got going on. And who cares if someone has seen you promote your products 3, 4, 5 times? If they're still watching, they're still curious.
Yeah.
And that's just and here's the other thing. Timing is everything. Mm-hmm. Some of the people that you're signing up now, Tiffany, like you said, you probably added to your funnel weeks and months ago, right?
Years, even some.
There you go.
The reality is that things keep changing for people and their circumstances are always changing. You might just hit them on the right day and here we are. Like John said earlier, you just don't know.
Any closing thoughts on what you're doing to enroll social marketers, especially this month with you being #1 and kicking my butt?
Some of the biggest mistakes I see people making whenever they are trying to close people is that they don't ask questions and they don't give people something to respond to. They're just passive about it. They end the whatever they said and then say, oh, if you want to, we can do this. But then they don't give the person anything to respond to and they're not direct enough. Posture up. All right. Posture up, my friend. Let them know why you're talking to them. And ask a direct question. Be very direct with them. Don't beat around the bush. Just ask it. Okay? Whatever you're asking them. I always like to end whatever I'm saying with a question so we can continue the conversation. Because guess what? If you don't end with a question, a lot of times people will not respond because they don't have something direct to answer to. So I found that's key in closing for me. And that's been key in closing my customers, key in closing social marketers. Always end with a question. Getting a referral post up, ask a question. At the end of my referral post question, whenever they've commented on something and they want free stuff, I say, would you be able to do this? Would you be able to get this post up? ? Don't just put it out there and like, oh, let's see how you feel about it. Maybe they'll respond. No, like just ask a question. And whenever someone is looking at the business, give them a tool to look at. When you get in conversation with somebody, you put out that curiosity, they're in your stories. They see your lifestyle and they're like, man, I want to do that. Like, how do you do this? I like to say, hey, this is what I do. I just post on social media and share my life with people and share incredible products. Do you have 5 minutes to watch a short video about what I do? And they'll always say, yeah, I do. And then they'll watch it. What did you like best? I'll say, once they tell me that they're done with it.
Which, by the way, this is how you control the conversation.
Yeah.
Questions, becoming a great question asker. I love that.
Yeah. If you can figure that part of it out, man, you can do anything. Like it really is about that, because you're acting very interested in what they want and what they want to achieve. And when you focus the questions on them, they feel important. They feel like, oh man, this person, like they really truly care about like what I have going on. Of course we do care, but when it comes to closing, like this is a technique that does work. Then you get them in a chat with your upline, guys. Do not forget the third party validation. All right. Get that person like, hey, I love that part about the business too. And I want to make sure you get all of your questions answered. My mentor is incredible. Let me get you in a conversation with them and introduce you to them. Don't ask them this one. All right. Just do it. I say, I'm just going to introduce you to my incredible friend, John Melton, Julie Reynolds, whoever your upline might be. Get them in that 3-way chat, guys, and just introduce them.